So as of lately, we've started to see a similar trend within Playboi Carti's label Opium and his signees. Not even trying to like start a hot take just for, you know, the fun of it or just for the view count, even though that always works. Ken Carson is undoubtedly the hottest member in Opium. He's pulling the best numbers out of everyone, undoubtedly. And it's almost not even an opinion anymore. He has the best music out of everyone. Ken Carson is carrying the state of Opium on his own back. Now, before I have all the Carti dick eaters in my comments, let me explain. Starting with Homixide gang. I think it's safe to say the quality of their music has gradually gone down over the years. Now, it's not to say that their music is bad. You know, hey, I like me a little Homixide gang just as much as the next guy. You know, I will say Homixide gang's concerts, at least in Atlanta, absolutely insane. Like, at first, I thought it was just because they're tied to Opium, which I do still think that's the main reason why they're getting a lot of hype. But at the same time, hey man, I don't know. If you've never been to a concert, all I can say is experience it. Because when you hear a song live and you really feel that energy, it kind of hits you differently. I would say I was a hardcore Homixide fan probably during the years of 2021, 2022. Back when they were just dropping some truly amazing products such as Snotty World Deluxe, Homixide Lifestyle. Some of their biggest and best performing songs came from this album, Homixide Lifestyle. So it's undeniable that they once had great talent. They, you know, really had something going, hence why they were signed to Opium. But of course, just like another Opium member that we're gonna get to on this list, bitch ass nigga Destroy Lonely, their quality has slightly, you know, very, very slightly started to go down. I would say mainly in terms of their lyricism. You know, there's only so many times you can hear how they're smoking on H5. It's cool. Like I said, hey, I like Homixide just as much as the next guy, but you would think them boys some real killers. Rap Duo's 3 most recent albums, you know, there's been mixed opinions about all 3. It's obviously going to be the people that love the album either way. They say it's a 10 out of 10 hit. I heard it all with Destroy. Overall, all 3 albums were pretty poop. Few bangers here and there, you know, such as Uzi Work, and I'm sure there's a couple others, but it's undeniable that their best work comes from 2022 and back. Now, keep in mind, on, I think it's like October, because these lame ass niggas rescheduled the concert tour date, they're gonna have a concert. I'm gonna be going to that concert. So I'm gonna probably hear a few more songs live in the flesh, and who knows, it may change my opinion again. As of right now, they're not the hottest in Opium by any means, nor are they pulling an insane amount of hype. Before you go in the comments and dick ride your favorite Opium rapper, just ask yourself, if they didn't have the Carti cosign, if they didn't have that golden image of Carti behind them, where would they be today? I mean, do I even have to talk about the allegations? Bro, the allegations alone would have packed these niggas up, for real. But when you have Carti on your side, you know, you get a little extra chance, my nigga. You get a little sprinkle of good luck in your salad that can, you know, take you a little farther in life. We should all strive to get the Carti feature in our lives. Just knowing Carti knows you, I think will give you better luck in life. Oh my God. It's safe to say Homixide is nowhere near saving Opium anytime soon. And now we move on to Destroy Lonely. I really gave my full in-depth, no holding back, like no bullshit opinion all in my last video. Destroy Lonely's been disappointing us for a couple years now. I'm not gonna put all the blame onto Lone because TikTok can play a huge part in a rapper's downfall. Unless you really capitalize off of the age of your, you know, newfound fan base, if you don't capitalize off of them, you're gonna go downhill within the underground space. So your only option would be mainstream. And Yeet did this absolutely perfectly. Getting the collab with the Despicable, like the little Despicable Me characters, that was the best thing bro could have did for his career. But as far as his music, that has also declined gradually. I go more into depth into the video, but it's just when a rapper tries to hit that mainstream point in their career where they don't really want to stick to trying new sounds, appealing their main core audience, when they don't want to do that anymore and they want to go mainstream, they want to hit that next level, a lot of the times it results in a downgrade of music, because that's what you have to do. By definition, going mainstream is appealing to a wider audience, and most of these niggas like mid music. Now, I'm not gonna say all mainstream is mid, because of course, you know, that's subjective, but most of what you hear on the radio aren't gonna have those crazy 808s that we hear in A Great Chaos. So when it comes to Lone and the way he's been progressing throughout his career, we can pretty much see the same trend. It doesn't seem like he's going anywhere with his sound. It doesn't seem like he's looking to progress, really, as far as his flows, his, you know, melodies, anything like that. And it's not like I'm gonna put Destroy on the same level as Homixide Gang. You know, if Cardi wasn't in his quarter, you know, where would he be today? Because don't forget, this nigga Destroy was on some different shit when he was first coming up. But it was just after he got that Cardi cosign, after he was part of Opium, that's just when everything really started to take a hit for the worse. No Stylist and Back was, I would say, perfect Lone. If you listen to any song from No Stylist all the way to his first song ever made, you're going to hear some pretty decent songs. Like, everything in there is going to be pretty A1. But once you start going further than that, it's really a Russian roulette game. Like I said, you always going to have the niggas, you know, you always going to have them, right? But at the end of the day, are they going to stream that song 20, 40, 50 times like we all did Whole Lotta Red? Like we all did to A Great Chaos? That's just a question for all you lonely fans out there. Go ahead and give me your answer to that in the comments. So when we take away Homixide Gang, Destroy Lonely leaves us with only one more member. And thankfully for King Cardi, Ken Carson's been on his shit. Ken Carson's by far one of the most outstanding Opium members. And to be honest, this is crazy for me to even say. It's crazy for me to speak into this Blue Yeti mic that Ken Carson's the best member of Opium, because for the longest time, I thought Lone was just generational. I thought Lone was really gonna change the sound of hip hop, like no glaze. I was the one that was defending Lone in the comments, saying that Ken was nowhere near Lone's potential, that Ken would never grow bigger than Lone. All the OGs remember Lone was way bigger than Ken for so long. All the OGs remember. Now I just have to sit back and I'm just pretty much eating my exact words. But you have to give props where props is due, and Ken has definitely earned those props. I mean, A Great Chaos. Do I need to say more? Great Chaos was just a 10 out of 10 album. The numbers reflected that. And I would say this is the first album in Opium to really, truly come close to having the Whole Lotta Red effect. And best believe I use that term lightly, because that's a sacred term within the underground. But our boy Kenyatta here has now deserved it. If Playboi Carti wasn't behind the name Ken Carson, do I think he would still be popular today? Yes. Do I think he would be as popular as he is today? Yes. That doesn't necessarily come from Carti's name, but it just comes from his talent within the music, the growth that we've heard throughout the past 3 to 4 years. With Ken Carson being almost 8 times the amount of size of Homixide Gang, 2 times the size of Destroy Lonely, I don't think it's a hot take when I say that Ken is the biggest and hottest in Opium. And if it was not for Ken Carson, would Opium really be as hype as it is today? Would Playboi Carti have the freedom to not drop an album and keep his fans waiting for years on top of years? Now, yes, he would still be able to do that either way, but Ken Carson's helping him for sure. Ken Carson's really the reason Carti's not dropping an album. He doesn't need to drop an album. Ken is keeping the Opium name alive and well just off of his album A Great Chaos alone. And if you think I'm glazing, you've never seen his concerts, you've never heard his song live, so I don't expect you to understand, my boy. I get it, all his concerts are 16 and up. If you ever want to give opinions, feedback, ideas when it comes to the YouTube videos, y'all know where to find me. Get over on my Instagram. That's where we do and handle everything underground. We've been going pretty stupid on there. Y'all niggas need to tap in. Let me know in the comments. Am I tripping? Are there other members of Opium that have the same pull that Ken has right now? We've all seen the size of Ken Carson's tour that, you know, he's currently on. Keep it a buck. I don't think Lone's selling out them sized venues. Homixide Gang definitely isn't. I mean, hell, they just had Homixide Gang performing at the Masquerade like not too long ago, bro. Now, granted, it was still a pretty, you know, sizable venue. It's not like it was small by any means necessary, but nowhere nowhere near the scale of Ken's tour. Did y'all see the LA show? Insane. I love every single one of you that decided to dedicate time to my videos. I do appreciate you heavy. And as usual, y'all will see me in my next video.